morning, friends, and welcome to the 7-day, 7-minute miracle tapping workshop, where we are going to address 7 days, 7 different issues of our life, and we are going to try to heal them and release them through a method which is called as power tapping. Power tapping is a psychoneurosensory therapy where we use this therapy to get over our negative experiences, traumas, negative belief systems. We use it to reprogram ourselves with positive beliefs, to change our attitude towards life, to change our vibratory patterns. So the detailed workshop on power tapping will explain you the technicalities of power tapping. But this 7-day program is a first-hand experience of what actually power tapping can do for you. So do experience it with an open mind, because magic may really be waiting for you. So today, with the first day, we are going to start with releasing a basic survival mechanism that we all operate with, which is fear and insecurity. We are all filled with this, and many a times we don't even realize the presence of this because we are so habitual to operating on that mode that we don't even realize that our entire body is surviving on this fear and insecurity. So when we are constantly vibrating at fear and insecurity, so in this world, energetic world, we are always going to attract the same, because that is what our vibrations are all about. That is what constantly we are living with. We are constantly operating on a survival mode. So when you're on a survival mode with everything in life, you will just have everything for the purpose of survival. Your life will never experience to be blossomed, because then you're not tuned for that fulfillment of life. You are just tuned to something that should just be for survival. So because of this, you may be facing money problems, you may be facing relationship problems, you may be facing health problems, because there is a constant insecurity and fear that is inside you. This fear and insecurity is now your cultivated pattern of living. So, and you don't understand how to be free from this. People who know tapping or who have experienced power tapping, normally what we do is we just fight with the surface core issues that make us feel that, this is the reason why I feel fearful, this is the reason why I feel insecure. So we feel that if those reasons disappear, this fear and insecurity also may disappear. But actually, in reality, we are cellularly conditioned to operate on that mechanism. So we are constantly susceptible to experiencing fear and insecurity. So today we are going to try to change this pattern of our body on which we are operating. So I will go through the power tapping process. I will make the statements and you can repeat that after me. So let's experience this together. So first we start with the statement setup, which is the long tapping, which we do on this point of the hand. So you can tap after me. So the long tapping which we are going to do is we are going to constantly tap here. So you can close your eyes so that it will be more easier for you to focus. So let's close your eyes and just start tapping on your hand point and just repeat after me. My cells are constantly habitual to experiencing fear and insecurity. This is the only response that I know. Because of this fear and insecurity, I constantly attract people, incidences that make me feel more fearful and more insecure. I have tried to fight with these surface issues, but I am never able to free myself completely from this constant fear and insecurity. I may be carrying this fear and insecurity from my genetics, from my mother's womb, my life experiences, my childhood, my understanding of life, my limiting beliefs, or my failures. Despite of all this, I deeply and completely love and accept myself and allow this fear and insecurity to be released completely. My cells are constantly habitual to experiencing fear and insecurity. This is the only survival response that my cells know. Without this, I have never experienced my existence. This fear and insecurity has been a part of my life, always. And because of these dense vibrations, I constantly attract people and incidences that make me more fearful and more insecure. I may be carrying this fear and insecurity from my genetics, mother's womb, my childhood, my understanding, my limiting belief systems, or my failures. Despite of all this, I deeply and completely love and accept myself and allow this fear and insecurity to be released completely. My cells are habitual to constantly experiencing fear and insecurity. There is no other survival mechanism that my cells know. I am fighting with this fear and insecurity for a very long time. But I am unable to free myself completely from it. I may be carrying this fear and insecurity from my genetics, from my mother's womb, from my childhood, my understanding, my limiting beliefs, or my failures. Despite of all this, I deeply and completely love and accept myself and allow this fear and insecurity to be released completely. Open your eyes. We will start with the short tappings. Come to the first point. This habit of constantly surviving on fear and insecurity, this cellular habit of constantly surviving on fear and insecurity, this cellular habit of constantly surviving on fear and insecurity, this habit of fear and insecurity, my cells know no other response. My every reaction is from this fear and insecurity. I constantly vibrate at fear and insecurity. I constantly vibrate at fear and insecurity. And that is why I attract people and situations making me more fearful and insecure. Because my personality has been constantly thriving on fear and insecurity, it may not be easy for me to release this. My body may not find it safe to release this fear and insecurity. My body may not find it easy to release this fear and insecurity. Despite of this, I deeply and completely love and accept myself and allow this fear and insecurity to be released. I allow this fear and insecurity to be released. I choose to release this fear and insecurity. Even though it is difficult for me to believe that it can be released, I allow it to be released. Even though my conditionings don't allow me to release it, I accept myself. It is safe to be free from this fear and insecurity. It is safe to be free from this fear and insecurity. It is safe to be free from this fear and insecurity. I choose to be free from this fear and insecurity. It is easy to be free from this fear and insecurity. Release. 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 release, 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 release. Now we're going to do a deep breathing. So we'll be touching every point. So when you touch every point, just focus on the touch of your fingers. We will inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So we will touch the first point. Breathe in. Exhale through your mouth. Next point. Breathe in. Exhale. Next. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last point. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your hands down. Close your eyes for 10 seconds. Just relax. If possible, please repeat this tapping once again in the day and see what you actually experience. Do this with a very open mind. Don't allow your negative belief systems or the bias of your left brain to tell you that, all this doesn't work practically. It works. Just because you are going to deny it, it's not going to stop giving people positive experiences. If anybody will stop, it will be you. But if you allow yourself to be free, you will surely experience magic. Thank you, and we will meet tomorrow in the second setup of this beautiful, miraculous journey of power tapping. Thank you and have a great day. Happy tapping.